Okay, so what we're looking at is the Dow Jones on the daily, and this was the low that we was calling. We took the trade aiming for to be able to break back above this level of 29,500, say. So we made that, we got back to the 2 to 1 angle, which is here. This is on the daily, obviously. We're waiting for confirms above there. We imagine we'll be coming back down to test these levels at some point. So at the moment our trades are safe, and we'll wait for the outcome of this. So yeah, it was a good entry at the lows, and it was instant rebound. Took out the all of the shorters from the previous level. So there's a nice little short squeeze straight up here. Broke back the previous high, which we would always expect to break back one. And coming back up to a level which is nice. We're now actually confirmed above it. It'd still be nice to wait for the next day. So we're closed on that sense. Let's have a little look on a smaller time frame. Okay, yeah, it looks nice. So we need to maintain above 3,100, say. Again, if we was to break back the previous swing, which is 29,900, we would expect to come back to, what's that, 29,700-ish, say, depending when we get there. And if it would have to give up this level though of 30,001. So we'll just put a little arrow here and set an alarm on it. Just going to set an alarm on that, ready. In case it does drop it, I can then switch back to the chart when I need to. And then we'll do another one down here. Okay, just set some alarms on this so I don't need to keep track of it. We'll wait for that trade to play out. If we break back below here, then we'll worry about our trade, which we're safe for down here in a little island at the moment. Let's make sure we haven't missed anything.
Bargain hunters. Such a reductive title.
This advert
is a sport.
is going to get done for copyright on this.
Predators. And now it's time to strike.
Press the click next.
Finding the
Nice techie. Always nice having a super psychic with me. It's a little bit more volume on the mixer maybe.
Okay.
You see it down there? Turn it up a bit on the mixer. Far left channel.
This one?
Yeah, turn it up a bit. There you go.
Yeah, with that.
Might need a little bit of feedback. That's it, nice. So yeah, we're good with that. Let's divide this up as well, see what's happening here. Okay, well we'll save that and we'll add it to stocks watch. This on Dow Jones, we're looking at this on the daily. Got a couple of good targets here, taking a trade at the low. Got a nice safe entry. Okay, we're good with that. Let's move on to something else. What we got up here already? And now we have the Nasdaq. So we made another call on this. I think the open on this was a good number as well. 10.639 I think. There's a 639 attached somewhere. Yeah, 10.963 maybe. Again, not the lows. And our expectation has long been this triangular angle. So we've got a nice angle here, which would be the 2 to 1. If I can highlight the triangle. So we've got 2 to 1 angle, and then we're covering it with a third. So we have a nice capture point here. So yeah, this is already testing. So the Nasdaq is already at the test point. We reached this once yesterday already, so that was our take profit point. And it looks like now we're trying to break through, which is nice. Let's go to a smaller time frame. Oh no, wow. That's amazing. So yeah, I think we are the very bottom width, 963. Wow. And we should have added above there really, but we didn't. So we're still in from here. Be nice to get the confirm tomorrow. Make sure we clear this level of what, 11,500-ish. So we want to be above this level tomorrow, obviously. Let's zoom back out. So the target after that straight away would be around about 12, 11.9. Let's set some alarms for this as well. Give it a little bit of wiggle room. Just want to know what's going on if it drops too much under here. And again, we just set a few alarms just so we can keep a track on levels. A couple of different colours set.
Yeah, Bitcoin.
Yeah, we've got Bitcoin moving in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We have our alarms and levels set there. We had some good confirms and trades all the way down. And we're set ready. We had perfect high at our timeline, which is obviously 0.5, so it was a lovely caught the high. Lined up with everything else globally pretty much. So it was a good high. Amazing, isn't it? You think about the time that it's actually calling and what happens globally. Amazing. Yeah, that's a nice one. Happy with that. Let's have a little save up. And what else have we got ready? We've got something else ready here lined up. So I've just tried to keep these charts fairly simple, just so we can have a look at them at a daily together. Let's bring something else up. Well, what do we have here? We have the Nasdaq, isn't it? Oh no, this is the Nikkei. We have the Nikkei here. Another lovely one. This was awesome. What a trade. So I did show these, I guess, probably about a week ago maybe in the Discord. Give everyone a heads up what we was aiming for and what we was expecting. And this is absolutely epic. So you can see we have an angle here. This is our main trend angle. And we have an accelerating trend angle here. At the moment, we're fighting it. So if we go in, zoom in a little bit. And we know what this X point is, don't we? Because we've already had these lessons. If I was to mark this off, let's show it in a layman's version. This X point here will be the same X point as here. So we know nothing new can be. So we know that this would also be a constant. Nice levels. What happens here? Another nice level. Okay, so we want to be staying above here, so let's add some alarms again. Let's zoom in. Get rid of these, they're just making it annoying. And the alarms that we want to be setting, we don't want to be dropping past here. So first alarm, our next alarm, we'll give it a little bit of room with this one. And to cover our entry, we want to be no lower than that. And set an alarm. Okay, that keeps us safe. So we've got 3 alarms there. In the ideal situation, we want to be dropping any lower than 26,600 roughly. And then we've got 26, we've got here 26,600, 26,900, and then 27, depending when it gets to it, 27,100 will be the levels that we want to be watching for. And targets up higher, we'll wait for a confirm first. We want to be confirming above 2700. So we want to stay above 27. And that's on Nikkei, and we should be down on daily really, but and that would bring us back to targets around about 27,800 roughly. Let's get a target for that as well. And a long-term target that we need to get above. Which looks pretty obvious as it touches the last previous high before it had the lower high underneath the 2 to 1. So 1 to 1, 2 to 1 clearly worked, 1 to 1 and 2 to 1 again obviously clearly worked because it came through on the X point. And we'll save that while we're here. Anything else we're missing here? Might as well add a level just so we know what we're looking at. That's our level there. And again, we don't want to be dropping that again now. that being the 0.5 level, we need to pay attention to. As and when it gets back to here. We're talking what, 27,800 roughly, around about there. There's still a fair amount of upside. However, the date looming, well, we've got 12th of October roughly. We can put a date time on that as well. We've got a date expectation on this one, so we might as well use it. 12th of October. Give or take a day, because it's only loosely placed. I haven't gone into any detail really here. This is just showing the methods on a grand scale, just so a few people can understand what we're doing here. The people that need to know, that follow, and want to understand what we're doing in depth. This is just giving you an idea of how we would use this information to our benefit. So we've looked at the Nasdaq. We now have the Nikkei. We've done the Dow, which is up here. Quite open to some views if anyone wants to look at anything. We've got opening. And let's go into a little bit more detail on this. Nice centre there as well. Some amazing cut-ups here. Each wick. So we've hit both the high wicks and we're wicking to it again. We've hit the low wicks on exactly the same parallel channel. See that? It's just created a parallel channel in between them. Absolutely amazing. So let's draw that channel on. It's obviously liked using it, so we can draw the channel on there. Real struggling. So we know what the heart line of that would be, which is easy to get because all we need to do is divide it again to be able to find the quarter point. So now we have the quarter line as well. There it is. So if you can see that channel, you have to train your eyes. And you can see there's a white channel that's going from half to 1. That's a 2 to 1 angle. And then we've got one going from 1 to half, which is also a 2 to 1 angle. Now, if I go from 1/4 of this box in height to 3/4 in height, it gives me this true trend line. So I'm not just drawing these randomly. What we're doing is we're using mathematical points in time and price to give us true angles. If you look carefully, you'll see how they've worked in the past. And at the moment we're fighting it. Now if you see this vertical line I've put here, well, it's at this X. So if I was to highlight just this small box, right, so this red vertical line is actually representing an important point. See that X? We spoke about this, haven't we? This box is representing a certain point on this chart. And this is a harmonic point where price and time are at the point that they need to be. Let me change the colour of this one as well so we can see them separately. Let's do an obvious colour that's different. Here we go. So you can clearly see now what we've done is we have a division, and this point here, this X point, not only makes a harmonic point on the smaller division, obviously, because it's a fractal of this bigger one, and the bigger one is obviously at the same point as well. Now if you look carefully, it tested this 1 to 1 here, didn't it? It also tested this 2 to 1 up angle, and it's then come straight back to the opposite 2 to 1 angle here. So this is a full complete move. Now the obvious point that we'd want it to hit would be here. And only at that point would you want to be taken into another trade. We're okay because we went in from the 1 to 1. So we've taken profits, we'll wait now and see if we hold this point. If we hold the point, we'll wait for a confirm. So like I say, we need to be holding above the high 26s, and that's on the Nikkei. And the detail that we can go into, we're going back to data from, I believe this one's 1984 from memory. Let's check. Don't know how far this goes back, this chart. Wow, a long way. down to the 70s. Amazing. That many years later, the math is still in control. And yeah, finally, obviously the trend line, the main trend line at the low is 26 Ks. So we're in a good position now. We've safeguarded all our positions and we can let them play out and relax. You can follow us and join us in the Discord. We'll be doing some more lectures and lessons, being able to explain how to go in more depth. And we have these charts going down to minutes time scale, not on the particular stocks that I've shown tonight. We don't really need to, we only mainly do day trading on these anyway. On other more relative stocks or other stuff like BTC or some of the cryptos, we obviously pay more attention to and watch more closely, because we've been able to scalp and trade them with higher leverages than we need to worry about with these stocks currently. So if you'd like to join us, by all means feel free. Welcome to join us in the Discord. Make sure you share and like